When you first log into WordPress, you'll be presented with a dashboard. This just gives you an overview of the posts, pages, categories, and other elements of your website. What you'll probably be most focused on is posts, and all post administration options are available under the Posts drop-down menu here. So the first thing we're going to do is just go and click on it directly. Which will take us to the post screen. Now, you'll notice there are about 4,000 odd posts in this website. So you really don't want to be scrolling through this looking for a particular post. There's a couple of options available to find posts. The one I like to use is the filter. So you can filter by date or by category. So if I wanted to find all of the posts in the Forest Service archive, I would just select that and hit filter. And if I wanted to show all posts that were published, let's say November 2011, I could search for that as well. And this would obviously show all posts in the Forest Service archive from November 2011. But you can search by one or the other, and you just hit filter, and it'll show you a abbreviated list here. You can also search by entering a search query right there, and that will allow you to search the posts. You can do basic management from this screen as well. You can delete a post by using the trash. You can view it by just clicking that view button, which will show you the post. And the quick edit can be quite useful if you want to quickly recategorize or change the date of a post. So let's say I wanted to change this to May 20th. I would just change that date right there. And if I wanted to recategorize it, I could just scroll through here and say put it in the tree research category. I would want to take it out of ACTrees newsletters, obviously. You just hit update. I won't because I don't want to save that, so I'm just going to hit cancel. But that's an easy way to make quick modifications. Otherwise, you generally want to be either using the edit link or just clicking on the name of the post itself. Both take you to the same spot, so we're going to do that. And you can see this is the post itself. So the edit post page is pretty much the same as the add a post page. Now, in order not to make any radical changes to this one, I'm going to go to the add new post page, and we can start from there. Assuming it ever loads, of course. Lovely, here we go. Ideally, it'll usually be faster than that. So this screen should be pretty self-explanatory, but there's a few things you might want to know. Obviously, you would enter a title first. Fairly simple, pretty straightforward. This box here you want to use for text, and I will talk about formatting in a moment, but I'll just put some random text in there for the time being. Most of this you'll probably leave as is. If you want to change the publish date, you can just edit and change it. So if I wanted to publish it yesterday, for example, instead of today, I would just change the date in there, hit OK, and you'll see it will publish it on May 5th. You can also do this to publish something in the future. So if I want this to publish on June 25th, I would just do like that, and you'll see that the post will be scheduled for June 25th. It won't actually publish until that date. So that's a great way to sort of do your work ahead of time. The other thing you'll want to do is assign a category to the post. There's a fairly extensive list of categories here. So you just find the category that you're looking for. It's all organized hierarchically. So if I want to put it in community tree planting grants, for example, I would just click on that and it'll appear in that category. So that's sort of the basics. And to publish the post, you would hit schedule. Now, if I'm doing this for a date anytime before today, it'll say publish, but the blue button is the one you want to hit. And if you hit the blue button, it'll take a moment, of course, and then we'll publish the post. There you go. So if we click view post there, it'll actually show us the post, which I'm going to load in a new window so that we can continue working here while it's loading. Now this page that you see here is essentially, it's actually become the edit post page. You'll see at the top it says edit post, but basically the pages are the exact same. And there's the new post that we made. So let's talk a little bit about formatting. If you've ever used a word processor, which I'd imagine you have, WordPress is very, very similar. So basically you would just type in this window. Anytime you want a paragraph break, you would hit enter. To make a line break of a single space, you would hit shift enter, which gives you a simple line break. If I wanted this, for example, to be a header, headers are great because they break up the text, add a little bit of color, make the text more scannable for readers. You go to this drop down and select a heading. For your uses, 3 and 4 are probably the most useful, but 5 can also be good. You can play around with it and see what you like. I'm just going to put a heading 4 in here so we can see how those work, and heading 5 as well. So those are some basic headings. You'd probably also want to work with images. So perhaps this bit of text needs an image. To upload any sort of media whatsoever, images, files, PDFs, use the upload insert. Select files to browse the files on your computer. I'm going to select this image here and upload it. Depending on the size of the file, it may upload quickly or slowly. This is actually a pretty big file, but is uploading very quickly, which is great. Give WordPress a minute to process it, and here you'll see the image appears. And you can change the title, which you might want to do because it'll make it easier to search the media gallery later, but let's see, call this People Planting Trees. If you can remember it, I would highly recommend putting alternate text as well, just because it helps with accessibility and it helps with search engine rankings. Most of the rest of this you probably want to leave alone. You don't really need to worry about much of it. So I'm just going to go with it as it is. This is a pretty big image, actually, so maybe I'm going to post it as medium size instead of full size. And you can see the pixel sizes there, and you can edit them afterwards. So once you're happy with that, you just choose Insert into Post. And then your image will appear in the post. In order to edit that, you just click on it. You can delete it like that. And if you edit it, you'll get a similar screen appearing, but it will allow you to easily change the alignment. So you can center it, right align it, or let's put it on its own line. And you can see a preview of it. And maybe I want to, let's say 80% smaller. And then I just hit Update, and there it is. And I'm going to do that. So that gives us an image. You'll also probably want to do links. And maybe lists as well. So let's do the two together. Let's put a little bit of text. And if I want that to be a list, I just use that list button there. If you want a numbered list, you can also use that. Very simple, fairly straightforward, easy to use. Now you may want a link as well. And you do that using this little anchor button here. Just insert edit link, and you type the URL you want right there. So let's say TD Bank, there you go. If you want to link to some content on this existing site, you can actually search through all of the content and automatically link to it. So let's say I wanted to link to a page that has donate in it, say. Now that gets us a lot of results, but maybe I wanted to plant a tree. There we go. It gives me the URL up here. It gives me a title. Everything's perfect. You just hit add link, and there you go. To break a link, you just use that break link there. You need to select it, of course, and have it effectively work. So that's pretty much linking. Adding a PDF or a zip file is much the same thing. You just select the text you want to act as the link, go to the upload insert, select files from your computer. Now I don't actually know if I have a PDF in here anywhere, but I have a Word document from, I believe, the Vietnamese embassy. And you just do the exact same thing, upload it, give it a second to process, and then you'll notice WordPress realizes, okay, so that's a document, and it just automatically fills in all the information for you. You don't really need to worry about this, just hit insert into post. And there you have a link to your documents. Now, if you want to use special characters, maybe after here I want a registered trademark or something, I just hit insert custom character. And it'll give you a whole array of custom characters to choose from. And you just pick trademark, and there it is. Now, to see what your changes look like without actually making them live, you can use that preview changes button. So I'm going to use that just to see what the changes we've made look like. And here we have your post with headers, the image, lists, links, and you see that'll go directly to that visa document. Headings, more headings, there you go. And the moment you're happy with it, all you need to do is hit update and it'll save the changes. So that's the basics of post management and formatting. Hopefully that's helpful, and I'll deal with slightly more advanced topics in the next video. Thanks.